Dawn, chapter 16, and with that I say hello everyone, welcome back to both the present as well as my phone. But no, I mean Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky, as we are, as I said, back to the present. Celebi brought us back after we very swiftly went across. We heard about the twist reveal that our main character used to be, for one, Grovil's partner, as well as a human, which we already knew. But the part about Grovil's partner, that's new. I didn't know about that. I've seen somehow many fanfics use that as a premise. I never read any of those, but I know a lot of people really like the Grovile character. Look, we're back at the beach. What? Clone, we're back at the beach. Isn't this where I met you, Clone? It's like that beach. So that means, could it be? No, it is. We're in the past. We made it back to our world. Well, technically the present, but sure. Yeah, sure. Yes, we made it, Clone. Well, I guess it is the past, right? Because my present, apparently, is the future. So the future that I thought was the future is actually the present, and the past that I thought was the present is the past. Try to make it complicated, then it's yeah, true, yeah, that is how it is. Hey, Grovile. Look, we made it home, back to our world. So we did it. We made it through. Back to this world. Yes, this is where I met Clone. Let's see. Right over here. I think it was right here. This was where I found Clone out cold. So that's what happened. That trip through time sent me into the eastern forest. And Clone and I both searched reached a world far away from each other. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a lot I don't understand. Like the whole concept of time travel. Will you explain it to us? You wanted to explain when? But this isn't really the place to talk, so let's go to Wigglytuff's guild and talk there. Before we went to the future, we were trained there and roomed there. It would be the perfect place. Okay, let's go to Wigglytuff's guild. Hold on. Will I be well received if I go to the guild? After all, I am a wanted outlaw in this world. If I went to your guild, won't everyone be shocked? Don't you think they would try to capture me? Oh, come to think of it, you're right. What to do? I know, there's a good place, but it will involve going through Treasure Town. Well, it shouldn't be a problem if we lie low and sneak through. Lead the way. Okay, it's this way. Okay. Well, yeah, we're going to... There's a message from the Exploration Team Federation. Special episode, here comes Team Charm, has been unlocked. To play a special episode, select it from the episode list on the top menu. Would you like to play the special episode, save your adventure progress, and return to the top menu? Would you like to save your adventure? Yes, of course I do. Who wouldn't? We did so much stuff today already. Oh yeah, we are in this spot. The Sharknado mouth. I remember there being a little cliff you sleep at for a couple of days. This cliff is known as Sharpedo's Bluff. Sharpedo's Bluff? Yes. I think the name comes from the fact that the cliff itself is shaped like a Pokemon named Sharpedo. As far as I can tell, nothing seems out of the ordinary. Oh, it's down here. I lived here before I joined the guild, so go ahead, go in. You were homeless? But this is a really nice looking place, not gonna lie. See, this is the hollow chamber in the face of the cliff. Yep, my house. Whew, I'm glad no one's wrecked this place. That's proof of how little notice this place attracts. It may be better if we stay here for a time being. Agreed. Full moon, as usual. But yeah, now we are over here, we have a new house. Clone. Never expected you to be the very same Clone. True. Grover, can you tell us more about that? Yes, Clone and I. We were jointly investigating the planet's paralysis. A Pokemon and a human paired together? Yeah. And Clone had, or has, a special ability like no other. We relied on that special ability to investigate the planet's paralysis. It played a vital role. By special ability, you mean the Dimensional Scream, don't you? Exactly. But the Dimensional Scream has a drawback. The Dimensional Scream requires the presence of a trusted Pokemon partner. Without that partner, the ability cannot be triggered. A trusted partner? That's why we work together. The Dimensional Scream is set off by triggers tied to places where the time gears are hidden. We needed to find out where the time gears were in the past. We needed the Dimensional Scream to accomplish that. Wait a second. You said that there has to be a trusted partner nearby for the Dimensional Scream to work. But the Dimensional Scream was being triggered not long after we met. Your point? Doesn't that show just how much you two trusted each other from the start? Oh, well, when you put it like that, it's a little embarrassing. In addition, a clone developed amnesia. Upon meeting you, Agrippa, your partner had someone to turn to. Perhaps a clone grew to trust you very quickly because of that. Oh, well, there's another thing I don't understand. Is the Dimensional Scream triggered in response to only time gears? Right. The opposite is also true. The Dimensional Scream is not triggered in places that aren't connected to time gears. Really? That's not how I remember it. Listen, clone, do you remember the time it went off near Drowsy? And during our first exploration? There were other times too. We went to places that seemed to have nothing to do with time gears. But even in places like that, the Dimensional Scream was triggered sometimes, wasn't it? Yeah. Are you sure? But that never happened in the future. The Dimensional Scream was never triggered by places that had no tie to time gears whatsoever. But well, if that's true, I don't know why it would work differently here. Perhaps things are just different in this world. Perhaps the nature of the Dimensional Scream is altered in the past. So in the future, the Dimensional Scream doesn't work in places that have no connection to time gears. Oh, that explains it. Maybe that's why at that time, when we were in the future. Hey, Dimensional Scream, use it. Touch this frozen water. Who knows, you may see something. Yeah, but like, it didn't give us anything. Come on, Dawdle, come on, be quick about it. I have like a theory on why it doesn't work in the future in the same way. Because it's trying to like find connections that have time. Oh, something with time, right? Or a presence of time is, I think, a better way of saying it. Because in the future, places that don't have a time gear anymore, or never had a time gear, maybe have lost complete the presence of time. So like, if you try to find like stories that happened in the past or the future, you couldn't see anything because there's nothing there. But in the present, or the past rather, where time does move normally, so the time gears effect is like kind of worldwide. So that's why it works anywhere. Alright? Maybe that's why. Because we were in a place that wasn't tied to any time gears. And that's why my Dimensional Scream failed to work. Maybe Grovel is right about the future and the past being different. Or differently enough to make my Dimensional Scream ability work differently. Anyway, like I was saying, we were investigating the planet's paralysis. We used the Dimensional Scream ability to identify the locations of the time gears in your world while we were in the future. That's it. Here, a time gear is here. I see. Place the drought stone in ground on Sard. That lifts the fog. Very well done. Good job, partner. Identifying the locations where the time gears will be in the past, we took the passage of time that brought us from our world into your future of the world. However... Whoa, are you okay? No, don't let go. Just a little longer. Come on, hang on. No, I can't. Hold on. I have trouble giving voices if I don't know who's talking. We encountered turbulence while we were traveling through time. Thus Clone and I became separated. For some reason, Clone got amnesia and turned into a Pokemon. I can only guess that it had something to do with our accident while traveling in time. That, like, it does make me, like, not theorized, but like headcanon that if you start as like a Trico, right? You try, or you turned into the Pokemon you trusted the most in that time frame. So that's why you became the same evolution line as Grovyle. I kind of like that idea. I came from the future. Oh, and not just that. I came with the mission to preventing the planet's paralysis. I don't know. It seems so outlandish. It doesn't feel real somehow. So, Clone, you may not remember any of this, but you were my closest friend. I worried about you when we were separated. I'm glad to see you are safe. Your appearance may have changed, and though you have lost your memory, you are still you. And none of this alters the fact that you remain my friend. Oh, Clone, I'm glad to see you again. Now, we have to decide on our course of action. Like I've told you before, I'm going to collect the time gears again. What are you going to do? I'm a little bit worried about how time stops in a region where its time gears are removed, but you're sure that they will only be temporary? That's right. As soon as the time gears are set up in place at Temporal Tower, time will be restored to its former state everywhere. Okay then, we'll go too. We'll go with you, Grovyle. Taking a time gear will badly affect the Pokemon that live in the area, but we have to prevent the planet's paralysis. Okay then, we'll go together. But the hour is late. We're also exhausted from all the running we've done. We should rest up tonight. We'll leave in the morning. Yeah, sure, I'll save again. The game is like, you've done so much. You want to save? You want to save again? Agrippa isn't here. Maybe outside? And I sleep like a rock. 'Cause I am one. Oh, there. Kept you waiting, eh? What's the matter? Can't sleep? Yes, just thinking. Thinking about Dusknoir? No, that's not it. I forgot about him. Sure, finding out we were being deceived came as a real shock, but hearing your story earlier, Grovyle, it really drove it home what Dusknoir said in the future was really true. I mean, it made me realize that Clone really did come from the future. I was mulling over things like that. Oh, hey, look, Grovyle. Sunlight. It's the sunrise. Oh. I gotta say, though, this game looks beautiful. Such a beautiful game. It's pretty, isn't it? Yes. Maybe it's because we were in the future for so long, but I didn't think that the sunrise could ever feel so renewing. The sun rises, then it sets. We take that for granted, and that's only natural. But things we take for granted, they're really the most essential things, and they're precious. All I have ever known in the future's world of darkness. For coming to this world and seeing the sun for the first time, it was staggering. Seeing it strengthened my resolve to turn history away from the future of darkness. There is one thing that I wanted to ask you, Agrippa. It's about that time in the future when we were confronted by the Alga. Frankly, we were in a no-win situation. There was no hope. We shall be rid of you for all time. This is the end for you. Clone Grovyle, can't give up. You said not to give up, but what could we possibly do in this bleak situation? We have to think. And thinking you did. But when all seemed lost, you refused to give up. Even I had given up. What compelled you? How did you manage to stay so strong? Well, I wondered too. I really don't know. But maybe it was because Clone stood by me. Clone? Take a look at this. This? What could this be? Has an odd pattern inscribed on it. I've never seen anything like it. This pattern is new to me. This is my relic fragment. It's my personal treasure. I have this dream of one day solving the mystery bit behind this fragment, but I was such a coward I couldn't walk up the courage to go to the guild and apply as an apprentice. It was then that I met Clone. Oh, okay. I'm putting my faith in you. Totally believe in you. Yes, Clone was always there to cheer me up and... we fought against some tough opponents together. It is scary, but we need to be brave. And I need to face up to this. There's no giving up. Well, it all gave me courage. With them, I feel like I could overcome any challenge. And that's how I came to feel overtime. And that's why I was able to keep going without giving up. Alright. I think I understand what you're saying. Yes, Clone has a special quality that makes others feel that way. The same way that I care for Clone as a friend. You, Agrippa, also feel that same way about Clone. Yeah. Clone is kinda lucky to be blessed with a friend like you. And a friend like you. Well, it's morning. We should be leaving soon. Okay. And don't forget your relic. I feel like that's gonna be very, very important in the future. Alright then. It's agreed that we will collect all the time gears. First, we have to decide which time gear we should target. Let's check the Wonder map. From here, the underground lake would be the closest, I guess. How about Tree Shroud Forest? That was where I got my first time with that last time. Where is that? Here. That's a lot farther away, mate. It's a little far from here, but there's no one like Uxie guarding that time gear. Oh, great. If we were to fight someone over a time gear, that would attract attention. But that won't be a concern here, right? Exactly. That's it then. That's where we're going. Onward to Tree Shroud Forest. I will I don't even get like an option. Okay. Okay. This is it. This is the entrance to Tree Shroud Forest. Oh. What is it, Grovile? The atmosphere somehow feels different from last time. No, I must be imagining it. We'll go in when you're ready. Okie doke. The question though is... Oh, there's a rock slime. Oh, slime? No, rock slide. Oh, rock slide. Oh no, we're full? We're full on stuff? Are you kidding me? Oh, fear, sure, I'll take some of those with me. I can bring that one with me. Was at the top most move? I want that. Let's bring a stun and a sleep seed as well. Then 2 of those. Okay. We gotta upgrade our rank so we can carry more, well, store more items. There should be a time gear at the deepest part of this forest. We're leaving as soon as you're ready. Okay. Well, first things first, let me go ahead and save again. And you know what? I feel like this is also kind of a good moment to wrap up the episode, right? Because I don't think we have like a second... Yeah, we don't have a second pathway to take. So then everyone, that's gonna be it then for today. We're back in the past, the past, so kind of happy about that. Everything is colorful again. That is the most beautiful part of everything. And I'm gonna go ahead and dip it here. That I already said that, obviously. But anyway, bye.